I don't want this to get normalized, and I need to talk about it because it has started coming more and more across my feed, and I need to get it out because it should never be normalized. And do not get upset with me because you know that I'm always on the side of the converts. I will always stand up and speak up for you, and I will always tell the born Muslims to back off and leave you alone. But there are times and places when I need to call you out too. I don't care who agrees with me. I'm here always speaking for justice and truth. It doesn't matter who it is about. I'm not picking sides on converts, reverts, men, women, young, old. You know by now, if you follow me, that I'm always going to speak up against something that's wrong, regardless who it is about. So this time I'm going to address converts. Please don't get offended. Take it as an advice because this is something major. At least in my understanding, it is a major sin. In a few videos and lives, I have come across where converts would say something along these lines. I have been told by born Muslim that so-and-so is sunnah, and oh my God, I can't believe this is what they're telling me. It's not like Allah is gonna ask me, it's just sunnah. It's not mandatory, it's only sunnah, and I don't like it. I don't agree with it. Guys, this is major. Just because something is sunnah doesn't mean we can talk about it like it's no big deal. Or we can dismiss it like, no big deal, it's just voluntary actions. You shouldn't normalize this type of language. As much as I criticize born Muslims on the way they treat you, but I have never come across a born Muslim who would speak in this manner about our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When we speak about our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his sunnah and his family and his companions, we speak about it with the utmost respect. We don't talk about it casually, like, no big deal, it's just sunnah. I don't agree with it. Well, okay, I understand it's sunnah, but not understanding something and needing it to be clarified to you is perfectly fine and understandable. But to say things in this type of language is offensive to born Muslims, but it should be offensive to every Muslim because this is our faith. We need to treat it with respect. And having Islam without the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is just not, doesn't work. You can't just accept Allah and the Quran and disregard the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his recommendations. It doesn't work like that. You can't just pick and choose what you want to follow. The Shahada consists of two parts: believing in Allah and believing in the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You can't just say, oh, I only believe in Allah and I only believe in the Quran, and I don't care about the Sunnah. In the Quran, if you read it, in many verses, we have been told to believe in Allah and follow the Prophet. Follow the Prophet. Follow the Prophet. He is your role model. Believe in Allah and follow the Prophet. So it's in the Quran. If you read the Quran tells you you have to follow the Prophet. So you can't say, oh, it's just Sunnah. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. Please, guys, let's watch the language. Let's keep it respectful. Follow me if you want to hear a few more points. Yes, I understand these things are going to be touchy and some people may feel offended, but just like I call us born Muslims out and correct us, I call even myself out when I'm wrong, and I have no problem with correcting myself when I'm wrong. The same thing applies to the converts. You are not immune to making mistakes. You're not immune to be wrong. So please, let's just all humble ourselves and accept that we all have things to be working on and improving on.